Merry Christmas, everybody. Today is Tuesday after Christmas and I am so sick. It's been bad since like Christmas Eve. I've been really sick. So yeah, today I'm gonna edit the videos from the past, like 6 months, something crazy like that, and kind of do an overview of what's been happening with the Carolinos. Obviously, you will find out that we have sold our house, moved in with our good friends, found a house here in Suffolk, moved in, had Christmas, and now we're getting ready to go to Thailand for 2 weeks, January 1st. So in 5 days we're traveling. So I need to get better, but in the meantime, while I am cooped up in the house on the couch, I figured I would edit this video and kind of give an overview. Because January, we're gonna start videoing more regularly, and yeah, 2017 I think is gonna have a lot of adventures for us. So here we go. Here's an overview for the past 6 months. Today is Friday, woo-hoo! It is what is today? I think like the 10th. It's the 9th, Friday the 9th of September. It is in go mode here at the house. We've got boxes and everything everywhere, and it's kind of driving me a little bit nuts, but just means that things are getting done. 7 o'clock on Friday, and this is like our last day of seeing one another because John has something starting tomorrow all the way through pretty much the next week.
Yeah.
So that's happening. But yes, life is good. Lots of good things happening. So we're gonna go get food, and that's what we're doing. I went to Target today. I was just showing Sean.
Who's Sean?
Showing John the things I got today. Mm-hmm. And you know, we're moving right now. So there's gonna be kind of maybe a month, hopefully not longer, of us staying with our friends, Steve and Myra, until the house we put a contract in, we move into. So I'm like, how are we gonna organize staying in one room and pretty much all of our stuff being there? So I got a few things. I got this room essentials 10 shelf hanging closet organizer. We had a great night. We ended up going and meeting up with some of the guys from the church collective at Yard House, got a few drinks. Everybody got something to eat, told hilarious stories I wish I could tell, but it's very inappropriate and somebody else's story to tell, but it was awesome. It is midnight. We have not been out this late in like, can you even recall how long it is since we've been out this late?
Probably sometime when we were hanging out with the Youngs.
Probably. But we haven't been out at like a restaurant getting a drink in a long time. I got, what was it, a Hawaiian mule? It was basically like a Moscow mule, but it had pineapple something in it. It was really good. And yeah, so that was our day, right?
Yep. You're not filming anything.
Yes, I am. Our hands. That is the end of today.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Good morning. Today's Saturday, and last night we stayed out super late. So yeah, I am feeling super tired this morning. John is having his conference that he's a part of this morning that started at 9.
The Gretsch guitars, that one specifically has Dynasonics, and those are kind of like a thicker single coil. But then traditionally, what we're probably more used to seeing is like a Tele that has single coil pickups in there, a Strat that has single coil pickups in there.
What are we doing?
So for the past, well, this is only the second time we've done it. But right now, we are in the neighborhood that we are hoping to live in. And Lord willing, that house right there will be our house. So we're just waiting on the bank that's selling the house, because it's a short sale, it's a military short sale, or military hardship short sale, to approve our offer. And then from there, it's pretty much ours. It just needs to go through the proper inspections. So for the past few times, we've come and just prayed over the house and said, Lord, if this is the house you want us to have, let it be. Hoping that this could be the place where a lot of big things start happening with ministry, with family, with church, business.
So we're gonna have our after church blurry. So we're gonna have our after church lunch, Zaxby's. It's delicious.
For the past few nights, I've been doing some live recording for community church, and so I've been getting in real late. And Ashley has been working her little patootie off, packing up this house. In the midst of all that, we still have all of our other responsibilities we need to do. So right now, I'm working on my church's expansion video for our new annex of the building that has just been built. We are on the way to church. The new annex is having its grand opening.
Yeah.
And you are singing at it. I am taking pictures and video.
Yes.
And
I made.
Hey,
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
I did not make these. I went and store bought them at Kroger's and they look delicious. John said, well, they are delicious. I did have one. John had one too. They are spiced pumpkin with cream cheese icing. We've had so much going on. I really wanted to bake cupcakes today, but it just was not a reality. John and I got a lot of stuff done at the house.
I think we got a lot done.
I feel like we did. Like we brought
Doesn't
two.
feel like it.
Well, because we've got so much big furniture still
Turn
at the
left
house.
on London Boulevard.
Like, don't you think that's...
Yeah, I guess. It just doesn't feel like we packed up a lot. But then when you look at our storage unit, that's a lot of stuff there.
Right. Could you imagine like moving all of that this weekend?
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
So with the storage unit, it's been a huge blessing to have. And we've already brought majority of the stuff.
Exit to Martin Luther King Freeway.
We've already brought a lot of the stuff to the storage unit. And John took off today to get a lot of work done. And I feel like we did get a good bit done.
We have about shoulder dollies to help us move.
Shoulder dolly, shoulder dolly.
This is a much lighter application, but it helps.
It does. This is awesome. I don't feel stressed at all. There's our mattress and our bed is on our table. Dining room table. Okay, come put you down. Oh, we should do this for a living.
We're well equipped now to be professional movers.
We are. We could totally do this. Alright. This vlog is probably gonna be time warping and just a pish posh of what's been happening with us. I am currently walking. Today is Monday the 19th and it's closing week for us, which is super exciting, but it's also extremely stressful. John has been doing some recording for a local church. They were doing a live EP, or they were doing some live recording, And so he was there pretty much for half of last week. After he would get off work, he would go straight there. And then this whole past week I've been getting ready for the women's ministry event. We were having a guest speaker come in and doing a conference. So overseeing that is a huge blessing to be able to be a part of, but at the same time it is a lot of people to keep track of. So keeping track of everybody, making sure everybody has what they need and that everything is going smooth with that was a lot on my mind to pray for and to set up and make sure it runs smoothly. So that happened this past Saturday, and oh my gosh, it couldn't have gone any better. The speaker we had, Michelle Lawrence, goes to New Song Church, and she's just so gifted in teaching. But yeah, so had that, and while that was happening, John was at home packing up a lot of our big furniture with a group of guys. So now that Saturday's over, majority of our stuff is in the storage unit and the women's event is done and John's recording, his big recording job is done, we can kind of really just focus on moving out to Suffolk and living with Steve and Myra for right now.
Alright, Carolinos, Vlogalinos, real talk.
It's a mess.
We are a mess. We're running off of 3 hours of sleep. We've worked our patooties off to try to get this house completely emptied. And as you can see, all around. Don't worry, Bosco's coming with us.
You look sad.
We've pretty much done that. So future Carolinos, when you're settled in your new house, and we don't even know if that's the house that we have under contract right now, because remember that Steve called us last night and said, hey, the bank wants to charge you $215,000. When you're in your new house, yeah, well, we were at Supper Club with the Brunses and the Swartz.
And this week has been like torrential downpour non-stop. That's fun moving in that.
No, it's not. But when you're in your house and you're all moved in and you're cuddling on the couch watching vlogs one day saying, hey, let's watch that one vlog where we moved.
We're a hot mess.
Just remember, you were only upset for a little while, and it was more because you were stressed out about the house and you were never upset with each other. You've actually worked together as a team pretty well.
I agree. Are you trying to tell me something?
And
you can just
tell
me.
You always remember how this lady right here, this beautiful, passionate, strong-willed woman, was the champion of this move, because she knows, and you know, the importance of being a team, and she packed this entire house.
I did.
So
A lot.
when you, John, start your own business and it's time for you to move to the next house because you have too many kids and maybe too many dogs. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, buddy.
You're the only one. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come get in the video.
Take time off
Come here.
and try to contribute more than you can. Not that you weren't contributing because you didn't want to, but you were busy and you were at work, and that's understandable. And
Bosco's very confused about it all.
remember this house.
We've been going in and out and back and forth, and he thinks we're going for a car ride and we're not going for a car ride. Oh, I just said it. But yes, we've been going in and out, and he just needs a break, so I'm ready to be situated and live at Steve and Myra's for a little bit.
We're gonna live at Steve and Myra's. I think we're really gonna pick up vlogging, because now is the more fun, adventurous time of moving, where we get to, well, we found a house already, but hopefully we get to keep remaining on the run for this house. But you have one more day in this place.
This is it.
And this is it.
Tomorrow we close.
the 22nd, right?
22nd of September 2016. You closed the sale of the very first house you guys bought.
You know what, I realized I don't have any of his t-shirt marks.
There's the computer nook you built. One of your very first creations in this place. This is the floor that you and your uncles laid down. This is the lamp
I painted.
that you Ashley painted, and we had to jerry-rig this shade on there from IKEA. This is the bathroom you had nightmares about. But you hand installed this vanity. You learned how to install proper plumbing. You learned what a P-trap is. You installed your very first light. Keith Smith installed this tile. And Steve, your best friend, saved your life and rescued you from this nightmare of a toilet. And you also made these bad decisions on buying wood too thick for this design. Your Uncle Gil helped you lay these floors down and all the baseboards in it. This is the kitchen that Ashley dressed up.
Yeah.
She
Not supposed to paint.
hand painted these countertops, painted all of these cabinets.
Do you know what happened to the mop cleaner?
No.
Oh, it's right here.
And this is your very first dishwasher that you installed. Steve helped you because your other one was burning. And you installed this one all by yourself. These are the stairs you walked up and down every day. This was your first install of sticky vinyl tiles, and you made a really cool laundry space. These are the cabinets you first installed, and you hung them crooked, but we won't tell anyone. This was our bedroom. We never got around to painting the trim. Here's the master bath. You redid this bathroom when you were selling the house, and you installed that toilet much more successfully than you were able to do the one downstairs. This is the guest room. And this is Isabella's room. We never got around to painting the trim either. But this is a place where some dreams were broken, and it was a place where new dreams were realized. Spent a lot of time in this room, and what was once a room that was supposed to be for your child, a different dream was born and utilized here. Isabella inspired you to write, and I know you don't forget this, but she inspired you to write 3 incredible albums and probably more, all depending on when you're watching this. But it's a place where some of your music dreams have come true. It's a place where you've developed 3 albums that helped you get to where you are musically. To be able to actually be paid to play music and to sell music. And it's really cool. And I know, you know, being paid to play music doesn't replace, you know, a child or anything, but, you know, where one dream left, another one came in. And it's helped your family a lot. So don't forget that. And here is the guest bathroom with the LVT flooring, and where you first successfully recovered or redeemed yourself from installing the toilet downstairs. And since it's raining out, I'll just show you this angle, but this is your backyard, where you uncovered that little patio thing over there, and you only had like 2 fires in your fire pit, and where you've done a lot of yard work. And it's probably taken you much longer than it really needed to take you. So that's your house. Remember it. Lots of things happened here.
I did a bad thing today. So I took Bosco and our smaller car to the storage unit, and for all the days to lock your key in your car, let it be a rainy moving day where you have your dog and you have perishable goods in your car. That's what I did today, and then had to have John drive all the way out to Suffolk at our storage unit to unlock the car. That's how our day has gone. I got settled in a little bit more at Steve and Myra's house, and some of our close friends are actually moving out to Suffolk today too, which is crazy because they're like who John is doing a lot of side jobs with and stuff. Anyways, they're moving out here too, and they just happen to be moving out the same exact day. So I am in the car waiting to see if Myra's gonna come with me to go and help the Gangadines, and then yeah, go and help them on this rainy day. It's been a little bit crazy. Like last night we weren't planning to stay at the house, but we did. I went to Walmart and got a whole bunch of stuff to spend the night at our house one last night, and we got a lot done. We still have some random things at the house that we need to take care of, but Steve, who we're living with, Myra's husband, who is also our realtor, said not to really stress over the stuff in the storage shed. So we're gonna take him up on that and not really stress over it. He told me that there's a potential for us not to be closing tomorrow because the buying agent forgot to do something. So that means it might get pushed off till Friday, I think. So we'll see. We've been wrestling with a lot of crazy news, but the good thing is that tonight we will be sleeping in Steve and Myra's house, and we will be settled where we're gonna be for, who knows, maybe the next month or 2 or 3, hopefully not 4. That is the plan. I am sitting in the car waiting for John to get here. We are getting ready to go into closing. It has been a crazy couple days. I feel like the word for lately has been crazy, but it has also been amazing and awesome, and just, it feels so good to know that you're moving forward in the things that God is calling you to. So I don't feel like I got a proper goodbye for the house, and I'm feeling pretty emotional today. I don't know, but we're gonna hand over the keys, and yeah, we're gonna be completely done with this house. And it's weird to think of it like that. Like, it's hard to think that, like, that we're never going back to that house. I know that John had a moment yesterday to be able to go into the house and just kind of soak it all in, but I don't know, like, I want more and more of the Lord, and I want to be where He wants us to be. And so it feels good to be able to hand over these keys and to press into what God is calling us to. So we're gonna go sign these papers, hand over the keys, and be stepping into the next step, the next journey, the next part of life, next chapter. I'm gonna go in there because John's gonna be 5 minutes late. I'm gonna represent us.